this video. In this video, we're going to discuss what I call fundamental counting principle. Now, in this sense, we're going to go to this website, Math is Fun, and then going to discuss the two principle, addition and multiplication principle, and then we're going to work with the diagram, and then we're going to solve a little bit of a problem. So now let's start. So let's go with the website, which is Math is Fun. So I have here, we call it the basic counting principle. So when there are m ways to do one thing and n ways to do another, then there are m times n ways to doing both. So there's an example here. You can go to that website, mathsfun.com, then you can go with fundamental counting principle. So you can see those are examples that you can look at, and then you can answer this problem as part of your exercises. Now let's have it. So here, let's go back. Now, let's go with this addition principle. So, there are addition principle. What the website is telling you is the principle of multiplication. Now, however, for example, there are 2 red marbles, 4 blue marbles, and then 3 green marbles. So, the question is, how many total marbles are there? So, what you're going to do is, you're going to add now all the marbles. So you have now 2 red marbles plus 3 blue marbles. I know, forgot. That's plus 4 blue marbles and then 3 green marbles. So when you add it up, you have now 9. So the answer is 9 marbles. So the principle of addition in counting is there because you're just merely counting that one principle. However, it would be a different sense if there are different contexts. In addition principle, you can only add same things. However, if there are different contexts, it will be a different sense. Now, let's go with this one. Multiplication principle. So, how many outfits can be made? So, it says here that the given is there are 3 top and 2 bottom. The tops technically are shirt, polo, and blouse. And then the bottom are pants and then shorts. Now as you can see, the question is, what would be the combination? The combination would be top and bottom, right? So as you can see, we can have now the principle of multiplication there. So how many? So you're gonna work out with 2 blanks. The question is, this is your top, and then this is your bottom. Then you need to multiply that. So how many tops do you have? You have now 3 and then 2 bottom. So the answer is there are 6 outfits that can be made. Outfits can be made. Okay. Now in that sense, let's look at now on its visual and other way to represent this so that when you're doing your presentation. So for example, once again, let's go now with this one. We know that 3 times 2, this is your top, and this is your bottom. So the answer is 6. However, we can look at that. We can have this one coding as S would be shirt, P would be polo, B would be blouse, and then we have now pant, PA for pants, and then SH for shorts. Now, a tree diagram, we could do it horizontally or vertically. So we started with what we call the top. So how many top do you have? So you have now your SPB, right? So offspring of that are the 2 bottom. So you can offspring that. So we have now our coding would be PASH, another PASH, and then SH. So this now are tree diagram. Now in the tree diagram, you can now list down all your combinations. So you have now SPA, which means shirt and then pants, shirt then shorts, polo and then pants, polo and then shorts, and then you have now blouse and then pants, blouse, and then you have now shorts. So when you count that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So that's how many combination of outfit that you can create. That's how it works. Now let's look at now another problem. So let's look at this problem that's some kind of related. So how many 3-digit password can be made using the numbers from 0 to 9? So you need to work out the 3 digits. So now let's solve that. So working with that answer, so you have now 3 digit, right? So this is your first digit, second digit, third digit. Now your selection is from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So when you count this one, this is 10. So that will be your first one for the first digit. And then another one will be from the third digit. And then from the third digit. So there are 1,000 password combination, password that you can create. However, let's look at number 2. The question now is that, or what makes it different is that repetition is not allowed. So if repetition is not allowed, so let's look at this. This is answer for number 1. Now let's answer number 2. If the choices is 0 from 0, 1, 2, 3 to 9, now let's look at now the same principle of the multiplication principle, the fundamental counting principle. On the first digit, you select 10 per 10 selection. However, on the second digit, you need to deduct 1 because whatever you select there should be deducted from the selection because repetition is not allowed. And then on the third one, should be deducted from the second minus 1 because there would be a deduction because of repetition. So from this would limit your answer from 10 times 1980. So 9 times 8, that's 72. Times 10, that will be 720 passwords that you can create. So that's how the fundamental counting principle would work. So I hope you learned something with this video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.